I will eat your ass.
Well, Alex, you got to buy me dinner first. Hello, and welcome to Chuds, Grifters and Freaks, the show where we talk about Chuds, Grifters, and Freaks. My name is Chris Anderson, but if you're tuning in this week, I suppose you could call me Shibble.
And I'm Ethan Soreski. And one time I went, I'm high. I'm sorry, I should disclose that. But one time I went, it is unprofessional. One time I went skiing, and I was like 13, and I started going so fast that I started to cry, and I didn't know how to stop. It was my first time skiing, so I'm just crying, and eventually I, just like fell down. But it was a horrifying feeling not to be able to stop.
No, no one likes not being in control of their own body. So I understand you brought a horrible freak for us this week. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to say freak right now.
Oh, really? Oh, you know who it is, I suppose.
I do. I'm going to part the kimono. Ethan does send me the links in advance. But please introduce our special guest.
Today on Chuds, Grifters and Freaks, we are discussing and examining one Alex Jones, one of the worst human beings I can imagine. Like he's not just a huckster and like a liar and a conspiracy theorist, weirdo, anti-Semite, racist, right-wing grifter. He's also the guy who defamed the parents of murdered children at Sandy Hook. And I'm from Connecticut. We're both from Connecticut. And that obviously we're selfish, so it matters more to us. And that was an awful day. And I had a kid that age. And you know what? Fuck you, Alex Jones, just before we begin.
Yeah, truly an awful man who has done awful things only to promote himself and improve his own wealth. Truly a moral black hole, an evil void of a human being. Let's check him out. So up first, we've got just a compilation of some of his wildest outbursts.
Yes, sir.
All right.
I will eat your ass.
Well, Alex, you got to buy me dinner first.
Incidentally, you don't have to buy me dinner first.
Fair enough.
I will eat my neighbors. I'm not letting my kids die.
Okay, I'm assuming now he must be talking about cannibalism. That's in some context, and he would eat his neighbors over his children. Good to know, neighbors.
My superpower, being honest.
Wait, I didn't think about that. That's that he was presented with a choice, and so it's a good thing he wouldn't eat his kids first. It was actually a good statement.
Yeah, no, maybe we need to open our hearts a little bit. Let's not take the man too far out of context.
I'm not letting my kids die. I'm just going to be honest. My superpower is being honest. I've extrapolated this out, and I won't have to for a few years since I got food and stuff. But I'm literally looking at my neighbors now and going, I'm ready to hang them up, and gut them, and skin them, and chop them.
Okay, no, he's really thought about this.
How would you feel if you were his neighbor watching this?
I would be honestly concerned. I would be genuinely concerned.
Would you really you wouldn't be like, oh, Alex, I saw you on TV, haha. You'd be like, you wouldn't say anything and you would just hurry into the house and discuss it with your wife?
I would maybe contact a lawyer. I want to see, maybe I can get a restraining order on Alex Jones. If he's going on a television program and saying, I'm thinking about gutting and eating these people. I was like, you know what? Maybe you need to stay 500 feet away from me. Hey.
I'm glad all you want is a restraining order, because if you want, to win money in a civil suit, you're going to have to wait like a really long time.
Yeah, no, I'm going to be at the back of the line for sure.
Yeah,
but honestly, if I could just keep him away from me and my family, I'll consider that a W.
You know what? I'm ready. My daughters aren't starving to death. I'll eat my neighbors. See, my superpower is being honest. I'll eat your ass.
Okay, wow, he's doubling down. This is something that he's now said twice, that he will eat my ass and he will eat neighbors.
You know what? I'm on your side now because if he said it twice, he's thought about it a lot, and then I would probably get a restraining order.
Yeah. I'm not 100% sure whether or not this is the same day or the same recording. If this happened over the course of 2 episodes, that's incredible.
I will. I'm combat model, optimum self-sufficiency, probably the leader. The point is have you thought about that yet? Because I'm somebody that thought I could fix this.
What are these lights representing? What are these blinking lights?
Those are big
Some
boats.
of the boats are in the land.
Yeah, they're parked.
Those are land boats. Okay. It's good to know he's just keeping an eye on boats, everybody.
And I'm starting to think about having to eat my neighbors. You
Again.
like sizing up my neighbor, how I'm going to haul him up by a chain and chop his ass up?
This is a very weird thing to be saying.
Yeah,
Just to
because
be
he's
clear.
talking about very specific people.
No, yeah, and he's saying no. I'm going to make it very clear that I have already decided that I'm going to kill my neighbors, and I'm going to eat them. I'm going to butcher them, and I'm going to eat them. I've already decided that's what I'm going to do.
What's scary is that he's always on edge, so he might start before, an actual disaster happens.
Yeah, he might misread the room. That's something that he's kind of prone to doing, I feel like.
Yeah.
He might not quite have a keen grasp of current events, and he might jump the gun on this situation. But frankly, he's not going to be paying attention to my restraining order at that point, and that's the real concern. I just want to know, like, if I see him within 500 feet of me, I can already call the cops. Do you know what I mean? I'm not saying that he's going to respect it. I'm saying he's not going to respect it, and that's how I'm going to get it to the next level.
What is the next level, do you suppose?
Is him being arrested for violating the restraining order. And he won't have much money to put on a defense, and it'll probably be pretty black and white at this point.
He shouldn't have any money. He should be.
Well, I've got good news for you.
No, but I mean, he has a bed. That's too much.
He won't for long. They are selling his shit off. Everything.
I would love to buy.
You could buy InfoWars.
Oh my God. Oh, what would you do with InfoWars?
Well, I'd say, Alex, I've got good news. You're rehired. Bad news, I'm your writer. And that's where I'd start. I don't know where I would go from there.
Wear your mask. Biden is with it.
I love to kiss bunnies and puppies. Sometimes I will eat an entire raw onion. Allow me to demonstrate.
I love my neighbors. I would never hurt them.
I'd much rather eat this raw onion than any of my neighbors.
I'll do it. My children aren't going hungry. I will eat your ass.
John, I did some digging into this. This is a serious story. And
sorry, I didn't know there was commentary. Can we skip ahead?
Yeah.
They're
All right, on to the next.
Yes.
All right.
We're just getting a little baseline here on Mr. Jones.
Yeah, and as you are probably aware, some of the shitty statements that he made were not just about eating his neighbors. He also said that the Sandy Hook shooting was fake. And here's his deposition on the matter, just so we can make sure we're getting the man, in his own words. Do you know what I mean? I don't want to take him out of context. He's got his lawyer presence. Everything that's going on is going to be something that he's going to be backing up.
Of what I have marked as Exhibit 4. You ever seen that before?
Real strange looking fella in terms
he
talk about people's bodies too much. But he's got a
word. I apologize. In the words of Jasmine Crockett, he's bad built.
Fair enough. Yeah. I think there's something going on with this dude. His head appears to be joined directly to his shoulders. That seems odd.
He looks like a snowman, but like a really creative one.
Yeah, he does. He looks out of proportion. He looks like he was drawn by someone that doesn't know how to draw. Like, no, it's gotta be like 7 heads high. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's got to go back to that kind of stuff.
Are you saying that he might have come to life from a child's drawing?
It's true. Somewhere there's a horrible child that made a wish.
No. Okay.
Liar.
I mean, I've seen so many things in my life. Right now I'm seeing chairs, I'm seeing walls, I'm seeing a camera. Who can remember everything that they've ever seen? If I look at it again now, yes, I've seen it before. I saw it a second ago. You know what I mean?
You'll see up at the top, it has a timestamp, 12/14/12.
Yes.
You know that's the date of Sandy Hook, right?
I don't know.
You don't?
I don't know.
Oh.
Okay, what if I told you that it was? Would you be surprised? Can we show on the record that it was? Okay. Anyway.
That'd be funny. It'd be funny if the lawyer just went, "Just kidding. It wasn't the date of Sandy Hook. I just wanted to see how you'd react."
Got your ass, Alex.
Gotcha. Yeah, punked.
Is that the date?
It is.
Okay.
It is, Mr. Jones. You will admit, I mean, you've done mocking imitations of Sandy Hook parents crying, correct?
No.
Well, they say when you're a lawyer, you should never ask a question you don't know the answer to.
Or
I have a
make
feeling
up a
the
question.
lawyer knows the answer to that one, and that the answer is not no.
Wait, you're telling me the lawyer's not just going to be like, "Fair enough," and move on?
Yeah, no, I think we might get a little pushback on that. Let's see.
I want to play you a video clip too from September 24th, 2014.
Okay. Look at
His
his
immediate
face.
response is, "I have a video of you saying exactly what I just asked you."
Yeah, oh yeah. Oh, I'm sure he did. Yeah.
In November 11th, 2016, we play the video clip called Crying.
Do you know why I labeled it that, Mr. Jones?
No.
Do you?
How would I know?
Well, let's see if you can intuit it from the content of the video.
I believe in climate change. Oh, I'm sorry. I have a new writer.
Parents laughing, going, and they walk over to the camera and go, and not just one, but a bunch of parents doing this. Then we see footage of one of the reported fathers of the victims, Robbie Parker, doing classic acting training where he's laughing and joking, and they say, "Hey, we're live." And he goes, "Oh." And maybe that's real. I'm sure it is.
Well, I think he might have you there, Alex Jones. It seems like you were doing what he was describing.
I hate him.
He's a terrible man. What a terrible thing to do to grieving parents. What an awful thing to do.
You shouldn't do anything to grieving parents except grieve with them and hug them and bring them, food.
It truly, I can't imagine anything more black-heartedly evil than profiteering off the death of these children in a way that actively harms these grieving parents. People went after them because of him.
I would say the guy who perpetrated Sandy Hook is the only one worse on the issue than Alex Jones.
Yeah. And at least that guy had the decency to kill himself.
Oh, yeah. No, he's number 2. Then Alex Jones is number 1.
Most currently active bad person about Sandy Hook, I'm going to say, is Alex Jones.
You realize now you were mocking the difficult emotional reactions of people who provably lost their children.
No, I was not mocking. I was showing what people were questioning.
What?
Okay. He's just asking questions. I'm just asking questions. There's nothing wrong with asking questions. There's no such thing as a stupid question.
He's saying that he was acting out the reason that people other than him had questioned the veracity of the reports of the incident at Sandy Hook.
Yeah. Yeah. This is he was just dramatizing it. He's there to create images for his audience with his words. Do you know what I mean? He's a storyteller.
He's playing that fucking party game where you go 2 syllables and then you dance around.
Yeah, he was doing a little bit of charades.
Yeah, a little charades.
was not to mock the parents. It was showing why people were questioning. It's you that is projecting mocking onto it. I was,
In a sense, you're the one that's mocking them. Have you thought about that?
This guy, I don't think he's insane. I think he's that bad a person that you wonder if he's insane.
Yeah, I know. I think he's probably truly a sociopath.
was
I guess that
showing
means
what
a
he
little bit
did.
insane.
Yeah.
Turning into 2015, you learned that a Sandy Hook parent named Leonard Posner was behind a group called Honor Network.
Nice goblet.
Wait, we have another question, my lord.
That is such a. It looks really funny in his hands.
Do you think someone tasted it first to make sure there was no poison?
Bro, I hope so. Or actually, I hope not.
Do you think he was presented with 10 of those and he had to pick one and it's the Holy Grail?
Yes, I think that's actually the Holy Grail.
Yeah.
I think Alex Jones is drinking. No one ever said it couldn't be made of glass. Think about it. Jesus could do that if he wanted.
That's true.
That was fighting online.
That's how he
abuse of
walked on
Sandy Hook
water.
victims.
I
You
did,
learned that?
I think.
And when you learned that, and when Honor complained to YouTube in 2015, you told your viewers that Honor was run by Mr. Posner.
Oh.
You showed addresses being used by Mr. Posner.
Bro. Handing out a
bad-
dude's address. That is fucked up, dude.
Why
He's
is
a
he allowed
bad
on the
man.
internet? Why was he allowed on the internet after that?
Why is he allowed on the streets? This dude's a psycho.
Yeah, that's a good point.
And you said he needed to be investigated in Florida. Didn't you say that?
Objection as to form. No.
Okay, let's play a clip here. I'm going to show you something that you and Mr. Do were talking about on February 12th, 2015. Can you play addresses for me?
Can you play addresses? for me?
Addresses.
Now this one, let's see how he if he has a way to dance around that. Because the last one he was like, oh well, that was just a question of tone. It's your interpretation that it was mocking. Giving out a guy's address is much less interpretive.
Yeah, it's more of a did you or did you not?
Yeah, I mean, if I see his address on the screen or I hear you saying his address, to me, either of those are going to qualify as you doing something pretty fucked up.
I like how it's binary. You know, we'll know.
Yeah, I think so. I'm interested to hear his response. Hang on. I want to hear that sigh again. That was really good.
Can we hear it in slow motion?
Slow that one down.
Yeah.
2015. You play addresses for me?
How long
This
was
lawyer
that?
rules.
That lawyer
man.
is mad. I like how nasty he is. That's a great attribute.
Yeah, no,
for a
this
lawyer.
guy, he's doing his job. Kudos. You know,
Yeah.
people disrespect torts lawyers, but that's what this guy's doing.
We should have had my dad come on and say that he was doing a good job.
Yeah, do a special react video with your dad of just this deposition.
I could record me asking him to and being told to fuck myself.
Perfect. Sounds fantastic.
Wonderful.
Anything that comes out, social media shut down due to Sandy Hook false copyrights. What's interesting is they list the address for the Honor Network in Boca Raton, Florida. You look up the address on that, which says,
oh my God.
If they had this organization, they would have some sort of headquarters where they would be setting up a memorial.
Why does this dude have a Lemmy beard? Is he trying to pull off a Lemmy beard in 2015? That's
who
rough.
would wear a Lemmy beard? Like, where's it from?
I mean, the only other guy that I can think of wearing the Lemmy beard would be Lemmy from Motorhead. But you know, other than that, this guy strikes me as a young libertarian. That's why he's got that. This guy
Small
is a
government.
This guy, yeah, 100%.
We'll just start investigating that. And I guess I'm going to have to probably go on up to Newtown. I'm going to have to probably go investigate Florida as well.
if a person were to stake out those addresses, they could wait for Mr. Posner to come pick up his mail, couldn't they?
Objection is to form.
Objection as to form. Can you rephrase that, please?
Yeah.
True.
I mean, the guy's running an anti-free speech foundation.
They make sure.
Yeah, but you know.
Yeah, but I
I
don't
mean,
like him.
he's asking for it. You're
Yeah,
gonna tell
I wanted
me
to.
you're gonna tell me I can't use my free speech to stop a free speech anti-free speech organization? Sir, you'll leave me defenseless.
Sure, I have this really clear.
Mhm.
You don't believe the official story of Sandy Hook. You think there was cover-up. You think there was manipulation. You think that there is some sinister thing going on.
I still think children died. I believe mass shootings happened. They just had one in Brazil, a tragedy, and I believe it's a crisis. And I go back to the point of all gun owners being collectively blamed. Then it's traumatic, and so people go and they find anomalies, and then I've kind of retrospectively gone back and seen how I did believe that stuff. And then I go back and I've now studied more actually the real anomalies, and it's just the school system and government trying to cover its rear end from liability. And so there definitely has been there's been a cover up of the events, and I think there's a lot of evidence showing there could have been a second shooter. There is the helicopter footage, the man in the woods.
Fuck are you talking about, bro?
He pulled out a conspiracy theory in a deposition. Like, oh my God.
He's like, well, the thing is, I do believe that we have been lied to about Sandy Hook. That's still true. I just think the truth is different than what I thought it was. It's not that there was no mass shooting. It was that there was a helicopter in addition to
and
the
there was star jelly. Like, he just made something up. Like, oh yeah.
What a massive piece of garbage.
Yeah.
So now you
Good
get the
job by the
idea
lawyer,
of
you're right.
why he's so terrible. Yeah, great job raking him over the coals.
He looks like something you'd eat after you raked over coals.
So now we've finally, for once in our lives, we got a little good news. For once, something bad has happened to a bad person. Because a judge has ordered Alex Jones to liquidate all his assets to pay it off to the Sandy Hook families.
Even his bed.
Texas has ordered the liquidation of right-wing conspiracy theorist Alex Jones's personal assets.
You love to hear it. Great stuff.
That's really satisfying. I'm glad. I'm happy just to hear it again.
Well,
has ordered the liquidation of right-wing conspiracy theorist Alex Jones's personal assets. Jones attended a hearing Friday over how he will cover the $1.5 billion.
$1.5 billion. Goddamn, that's a lot of money.
It's a big fuck you. I mean, they know he doesn't have it, so they're just like, you have to pay every dollar you ever make forever.
Yeah, for the rest of your life, you were going to be in indentured servitude to these.
You're a slave. He's a slave. I love that. That's how this story ended, is that Alex Jones is a slave.
Yeah.
The only slave.
He's the only one this is the only time that it's good.
Yeah.
Everybody, we're going to put that on the record. This is the only time that slavery has been good.
That he owes to the families of Sandy Hook shooting victims. He was found guilty in 2022 of making false claims about the 2012 elementary school shooting.
I mean, for once, someone just faced some kind of consequence. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he hasn't wriggled out of it. It's gone absolutely terrible. Like, obviously, with the Trump verdict, it was like, oh, yay, it happened. But there's still like this lingering air of like, yeah, but there's going to be an appeal and blah, 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 blah.
Like, if he was in jail right now, then it would matter. Like, until that happened, until there's actual consequences. This is the first example of like a powerful asshole getting held to account.
Yeah, like, this is such a win. This guy is such a powerful piece of garbage.
Jones claimed it was a hoax. Our Omar Villafranca has been following the case from the courthouse in Houston for us. So, Omar, tell us what happened in court on Friday.
Well, Lana, what's happening in court today is still going on right now. There's been several breaks inside this federal court.
Okay. Oh, is that the man himself? Has he got something to say?
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
We've got an early decision right now on the personal assets. The judge has agreed to basically liquidate the assets of Alex Jones, the person, and anywhere from $4 to $6 million worth of things. Obviously, a fraction of what he owes, the 1.5 billion.
Yeah,
Now
that's about
they're discussing the plaintiff's side, the family's on what to do.
That's got to really hurt
it's called
when
free
they
speech
sell everything you own and you still own $1.4 billion.
And his website where he makes a majority of his money selling, vitamins and dehydrated food, prepper stuff, things like that. That is
Just
still going on. There's arguments to figure out what is going to happen to that platform. There was an InfoWars show today. We peeked in and saw. He actually also told us it would be going on. It was pre-taped. But today, based on what
pre-taped is a bold choice for the day of your trial. You might say some things on that tape that regret, or you're definitely not going to be addressing. Like, your fans aren't going to be watching you if you aren't talking about this right now. This is the Alex Jones story. You know what I mean? Like, it seems pointless.
What happens in court, if they agree to liquidate that group that owns InfoWars, then InfoWars could be gone and be done and over with. And when
selling off the cameras on eBay, I can buy the InfoWars desk, that map with all the twinkling lights.
If the money goes to this,
you should get that for your studio.
If the money goes to the Sandy Hook victims, I would certainly bid on like Alex Jones's stuffs. And oh my God, are you kidding me?
Yeah, it's all it's all going directly towards them.
I would take his desk and a lot of penis pills and brain pills.
Yeah, well, obviously, it never hurts to have some pills for both of those.
Yeah, I want to have a bigger penis and a bigger brain. I mean, who doesn't?
Yeah, I mean, that's just natural.
Yeah.
All right, so what's this next one that we got here?
Natural.
Alex Jones lets out bizarre war cry. Okay, let's hear what you got, Alex Jones.
Can you muster a war cry?
It's a big joke.
It's not really, though. I mean, it is, but it isn't. It's also inspiring.
Look at how dejected these dudes look that they have to be here with him. Just being like, God damn it. I was only here because I knew it was like fucking steady work. I'm going to be out of a job in 2 weeks. No one's going to work with me after I've associated myself with this freak. My entire ecosystem is collapsing. I'm going to have to fucking work at a Benihana.
Nothing wrong with that, of course.
No.
It's my resistance to them. It's a God's transmission. It's a human under attack.
Wow. He did it. Hang on. You know I got to do it to him.
That's a grown-up.
This is a man that is fucking at the end of his rope. Like, I've had a frustrating day where I've yelled in my car like that. It's good to know that he is having a day like that on camera in front of America.
And for everyone you see on camera, there's 100 you don't see. That's what they say.
Oh, yeah.
It's my resistance to them. It's a God's transmission. It's a human under attack.
Great stuff. Great
to
see a bad man.
You know what's great about wondering if he's insane or not is because either he's insane and you can see it right there, either he's just out, or he's pretending and this is all an act, in which case to do that and to make that your persona, you'd have to be insane. So either way.
Yeah, and I'm going to say, I know lots of insane people that are not also bad people. You know what I mean?
Oh, I mean like a lunatic. I don't mean mentally ill.
No, I mean, I even know several people whom I might consider lunatics who are also not bad people. You know what I mean?
Well, thank you for that. I appreciate it.
Anytime, brother.
We're gonna beat these people. I'm not trying to be dramatic here, but it's been a hard fight.
I bet it has. I
Look,
bet
he's
it's been
crying.
really emotionally draining. Boy.
Oh no,
What's funny is right before the camera started, you could see him laughing to his friends. So it's really, you know, really. I mean, he was just laughing a couple of minutes ago with his friends. So really,
I like how he's the emotional victim of Sandy Hook.
Yeah, and I'm just here asking questions.
It would be mean if someone like doxed him, you know, and said to like go harass him because
Yeah,
he's
just
so
because
emotional.
you know, just to ask him some questions. I've just got questions. So just it seems a little. This is what people are suspicious about, that he was laughing and now he's crying. So weird stuff.
Look how red.
These people hate our children.
These people hate our children? That's a, you know, you're a strange man, Alex Jones. We've got one final video from the man himself that you lined
Do
up
you
for
hate
me.
his children?
I don't know his children. I'm gonna guess no. I'm gonna say no. I currently do not have any feelings of hatred towards Alex Jones's children. I'm sorry that they are about to lose everything, but you can blame your dad for that, because that is the consequences of his own actions.
Do they sell their stuff away too? Like all their
Depending
their
on how
comic
old they
books
are,
and-
they may not have their own possessions. I don't know how if his kids are grown. That's one thing.
No, that's what I'm saying. If they're like 8, can they sell their video games?
They might have to go pop those down on eBay, and they won't be sealed. They won't catch anything. They'll have to
Oh
take them
my
down to the
God.
pawn shop. No, there's probably a county auction or something. You know, there are people who do this sort of stuff. Anyway, sobs and screams while claiming feds are trying to shut down
I've been under
InfoWars.
attack. I've been gaslit. I've had secret federal filings filed on me that I'm committing crimes, referred to the Justice Department, which of course wasn't true. We'd already filed it in federal court months before. They didn't even check this shit. If you're going to frame somebody and lie about them to goddamn federal court, with the know it's already filed in the damn court, you bastard. So you and anybody else that tries to go on your you want war, you got it. I told you one more lie and I was going to do this, all right?
Okay.
Hey,
Well,
that
it
man's
sounds like he's still got some fire in him.
that man's a liar.
Yeah, well, the good news is soon he will also be broke.
And his kids won't have any video games.
No, and his kids will have to sell their PS5. C'est la vie.
They're gonna have to play with that thing where you knock the ball up and down on the string.
Yeah, they're gonna have to get the old ball and cup.
Yeah.
Well, Ethan, give me your final vote. Do you think Alex Jones, Chud, Grifter, or Freak?
For the first time, none. He's a piece of shit. He's a hellbound, soulless wraith. And I envy whoever gets to see his suffering in person, because I would pay any amount for a front row seat.
Fair enough. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to call him a complete freak. But that doesn't mean that he's not evil. He truly, genuinely is an evil person, and anything bad that happens to him as a consequence of his evil actions is good. I believe that to be true. So thank you so much for tuning in. Why don't you drop a like or a subscribe or a comment or ring the old bell icon? You can get push notifications when we put out a new video. And thank you so much. Any thoughts from you, Ethan?
No, I'm just happy you guys joined us, and we'll see you next time. Bye for now.